such a fan.
Oh my God, I'm such
I'm
a
very
fan
excited
of yours.
you're here. I'm gonna be so cool though.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
be normal about it. So you recently were at Coachella with Sabrina Carpenter,
Well,
right?
you know what? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I often perform at Coachella.
Coachella, yeah.
Have
Was
you
it a
ever?
good time?
No, it was. It was with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
So she had this thing in mind where. Yeah. Oh my God. She is such a darling girl.
Yeah.
While she was doing a costume change, I was in a convertible as if I was at a drive-in movie, and I'm playing old her.
Yeah.
So I'm the older Sabrina, and that's why I had a blonde wig on and
Yeah.
everything. And I guess I'm watching myself on screen and commenting about, oh, I was such a goofball, and it was really fun. It was really fun. And there's 150,000 people.
It's a crazy thing. I love that they now have it where people can watch too. If you're not there in person, you can actually watch. I love that part of it because not everybody can make it there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Wait, were you a Sabrina fan before? Do you know?
Well, yes, but my daughter.
I was gonna say, okay.
Such a fan.
Yeah.
And she got to come with her friend and everything. So
That's cool points.
Yeah.
As a mom, I love when they're like,
I got big
you know
points.
this person? I'm like, totally.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm super cool. You also ran into another co-star, like when you were there.
Madonna.
Madonna was there, yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't know she was going to be there. She came out at the end and sang with Sabrina and everything. Yeah, so
That's
that was
so cool. Oh.
So I got to check in with her. And say,
Yeah. It had been years, right?
Oh, it had been years since I'd seen her. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Geena and Susan Sarandon, I have to talk about this. This is my favorite. You're also on the official Cannes Film Festival poster this year, and I want to specifically say why. The organizers said they chose this image because these two unforgettable fighters turned the tables and shattered a few gender stereotypes, both societal and cinematic. They embodied absolute freedom and unwavering friendship. They showed the way to emancipation when it becomes vital. I love that. I mean, it's such a cool thing to be a part of something just so in pop culture that just is relevant. It's classic. It stands the test of time forever.
And it stays forever. It's
yes,
so
and it's still inspiring. And like, it's just a cool thing. Like, was that rat? Did they tell y'all that it's gonna happen? Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Susan texted me immediately and said, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
fabulous.
badass. That's what's going on. Yeah. Like forever badass. You play, let's talk about the Boroughs though. So you play a former music manager.
Yes.
In this. Are you musical at all?
Well, yeah, I grew up playing piano, flute, and the pipe organ at
Wow.
my church.
Yeah.
For the youth service.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty musical.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Can you explain the show for everybody?
Yes. So it takes place in a retirement village in New Mexico, one of those really fancy places, and I'm one of the residents. Although I'm always telling people, I'm too young to be here.
Yeah.
And so, all the people on this one cul-de-sac are very good friends, and Alfred Molina's character moves in, but something spooky starts to happen, something supernatural.
Spooky? It's frightening.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, you saw it then.
It's
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I would definitely run.
Right. Yeah.
Nowhere near that place.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't.
Are you a fan of like horror and sci-fi fantasy? Are you a fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me
for
too.
Sure. Yeah. I love horror.
Not horror. No, wait. I take it back.
Oh, you take it back.
I'm into sci-fi and fantasy.
Oh.
Horror sticks with me. Like I have a hard time falling asleep.
Oh.
Like that thing in the ceiling. Like I'm like I'll never forget it. Yeah. Yeah. There's something that happens and you're just like, well, thanks. That's not going away ever.
That's going in my head.
Yeah. So you like all of that though, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was in a movie called The Fly.
Yeah.
Which is a horror, full-on horror movie.
Yeah. But sometimes people are in the films, but they're not fans of it. They don't like watch it. Yeah, I've had several people that are like, I mean, you're actors, right? So you can.
They're in a movie they made, but they don't.
Well,
watch
they
it.
don't. They don't. A lot of people don't watch their stuff.
I watch.
Yeah.
Everything.
I love it. I love that. That's great. A lot of people say they don't. I think maybe because they'll pick. Like sometimes I don't like watching. I don't watch me because I'll pick at things, and then I start to. That's no fun. Yeah. So wait, you get to have a fling with a younger man in this, right?
Yes, I do.
Look at your eyes.
What?
Look at your eyes. Yeah. No, that's not always depicted like in shows. That's that's great.
Know. Yeah. He's 30 years younger. Yeah.
Did you know before when you were signing on to do it that was going to be a part of it? Or
Well, yes, I had read the script and I knew it, and I got to. There were 4 finalists, and I got to read with each of them.
Yeah.
For the producers.
I love that you said finalists. Like it's a game show. I love it. I love that. So you read with each one of them?
Yes.
For like chemistry reads or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
cool.
right. That's right.
Yeah. That's what I'd call it too. Getting to like hang out 4 younger days. I'd be like, it's a chemistry reading.
Yes.
That was a look at her new show, The Boroughs. It premieres tomorrow on Netflix. How cool was it that most of the cast is in their 60s or above? Yeah. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, really, most of the cast,
I love
which
that.
Is fabulous. And we're, we're kind of badass and heroes and do all the stuff in the show. So that's really fun.
I think it's really important. You mentioned, I was mentioning your institute in the break. Explain what it does for everybody.
So we're in our 22nd year now, and what we do is research data. We get data of on-screen representation. And it started out first that it was women. How many women are there in this movie and the TV? And it was pretty abysmal when we started out. Yeah. And I think people didn't realize how bad it really was. But with the data, we're able to point it out to creators and say, would you like to make a difference? So now we look at 5 different factors of underrepresentation, LGBTQ and people of color and all that, and disabilities. And we've made, we've made tremendous progress with women on screen, quite good progress with people of color, but like people with disabilities are something like 35% of the population or 40%, and it's like 1% on screen. So we have a long way to go for some of those categories, but we're getting there,
I also think what we just said, like, I love seeing 60 and older, like, starring in shows and movies. Like, I think that needs to be, it's never, I don't feel like they're the leads, and it's so much, there's so much, I love when you're watching something like that, these people have so much experience, they're so great at what they do, they've been doing it for so long, you know what I'm saying? It's, and it's also telling stories that are still relevant and people want to watch. I think people think, oh, no, I'm like, yes, that's a vast part of the population is that age and above. So I just think that representation is key as well.
Well, some of you may relate, but when you get to a certain age that you thought what it would be like, and you're like, I'm still me. It's so weird that you're, like when I was in high school and I was a freshman, I was like, the seniors, oh my God, someday I'll be a senior. And the kids will think about me this way. And then I'm a senior, I'm still the same dope I was. It's not fair. So,
I do think, I mean, there are small, like even, I think the successes too are putting like Only Murders in the Building, like one of them, like having people that are just so incredible at what they do. And like, they're not 30, but they're incredible and we all want to watch it. And that's why it's successful, because they're talented. And it's great storytelling, and it's, like you said, it's great representation. So what prompted you to start the Institute in the first place?
It was my daughter. When my daughter, she's 24 now, when she was 2 years old, I realized, hey, I could start showing her little kids shows, preschool shows. And I was excited about that, and I picked one that I thought would be great, and she's on my lap, and we're watching the show. And soon I'm like, how many female characters are on this show? And I Google it over here, and I'm like, what? and they had a ton of male characters and 1 female character in the whole thing. And then I saw it everywhere. It was videos we rented and little kids, movies and things like that. And I saw it everywhere. And I thought, I immediately went global with it. So we're training kids from minute 1 to have unconscious gender bias. If we keep showing
without
them,
even knowing,
we're showing them these worlds that are so imbalanced. And what I didn't immediately start an institute, but whenever I had a meeting in Hollywood, I would ask the person, have you ever noticed how few female characters there are in kids' entertainment? And every single person said, but no, that's not true anymore. No, that's been fixed. and they would
Oh,
name
thank you.
they would name a movie with one female character as proof that gender inequality was over.
Yeah.
So I said, well, this is utterly unconscious bias.
Yeah.
They don't know they're doing it.
Yeah.
So if I got the data, I could go to them. I don't have to educate the public. I could go directly to them quietly and say, hey, I don't think you knew, but what about this? And every meeting we have, people are like, what?
Yeah.
What?
No, and you can't fight the facts.
You can't fight the facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is smart. It is always funny, though, when you tell someone something and they tell you as if you are wrong, and it's like, okay, well, I was just watching. Like with my, you know what I'm saying? They're like,
Right.
no, but you're wrong. Oh,
Right.
thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Because you know everything. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the Institute found evidence of something called the Scully effect.
Yes.
Explain what that is, because I find that interesting.
Right. So Fox came to us and asked, would we study the character of Dana Scully from the X-Files
Yeah.
and see if she had any impact on women wanting to go into STEM careers. So we do a survey and all that, and we find that 63% of women currently working in STEM name Dana Scully as the reason.
Yeah.
So one character on one TV show and 63%
The ripple
of
effect
women.
of that.
Yes. So it's an incredibly powerful effect. If you see something on screen, it will happen in real life, or you'll say, wait a minute, that looks normal, that looks fine.
Yeah.
I could do that. Yeah.
And for women in general. God, I watched that show like all the time with my mom, and it was like amazing as a young woman to see a young woman as the lead, and also an FBI agent. She wasn't the one being saved by the FBI agent.
Yeah, yeah.
In despair,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
It was just like a badass role, and I thought that
Badass.
was really cool. For
Right.
like, even if you don't go into STEM or into sciences, it's like seeing that representation as a female.
Right,
You can see
right.
yourself as like, oh, I could be an agent, or I could do this, or I could
Right.
do, you know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
that's really very cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And important, obviously, you have the data. Ha ha. Gina's had many great roles in many great movies and shows, but which of those roles and movies stuck out the most for her, and for what reasons? It is time to find out. This is Celebrity Superlatives.
Celebrity Superlatives.
Get a theme song and everything. Yes,
song.
they just pop that out. All right. Okay, first, hardest prep for a role.
Oh, that was for Long Kiss Goodnight, which is a total badass action movie.
Yeah.
And I had took all day in prep for it. I was just going from the gym to taekwondo lessons to pistol shooting lessons to ice skating lessons.
Oh my gosh.
And then ice skating while shooting lessons. Yeah. So it was crazy. And
Do you feel badass though by the time you get done? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, that feel pretty cool.
And then I heard that, what's his name? Sylvester Stallone, to pump up his muscles before he's going to shoot, he eats some Parmesan cheese and some chocolate. And so I was like, just a second. I gotta have my Parmesan
I got
cheese.
this.
You know, because gets my muscles popping. Yeah, yeah.
I love that. That does not sound like it helps your muscles. It sounds like a stoner. It's like this cheese and this shot. This is gonna be incredible.
Oh, it's so put together. Yeah.
Sweet, I'm salty. All right, next scariest scene to shoot.
Oh, that was for Cutthroat Island, where I got to be a pirate.
Yeah,
And there's a scene where, for some reason, Matthew Modine and I are hanging off a cliff with a rope that we were supposed to be on the rope, but we had a harness on, of course, and we were like 300 feet above rocks for real life. And they said, just sit. I don't know. You probably never did.
Yeah.
Sit into the harness. Don't think.
Oh
you
no,
have
I've had to do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't think you have to hold
Not for a
yourself up on
movie.
the
I was
rope.
just
Right.
at a rock climbing place. But yes, they
Yeah,
make you. You
yeah.
have to sit back.
Sit in the But once I got out there, I was so terrified that I kept gripping the rope as hard as I could, and then I couldn't breathe, and I was so scared.
Oh no.
so was Matthew, and we were like, this is terrible. So we got back up on the land and shot it as if we were hanging off the rope.
Oh my God.
Oh God! Wow, that's so far way down.
You're like, I'm an actor. I can do this.
I can
You don't
act
have
it.
to actually put me
Yes.
over the cliff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Next, biggest celebrity crush. Ooh.
Oh.
Who will it be? Who will it be?
Okay. This guy I did not know that I felt this way about, but I was in the post office one day, and the only other person in there was Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's a good one.
and he turned around and recognized me and came over. My heart started
Oh, I love
fluttering.
it.
And he said, "Hi, how you doing?" I said, "Hi, hi.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I know you're Ray Liotta." And he was like,
Are you okay?
"What's going on? What's going on?" I said, "I don't know, really. I don't know. I didn't know this would happen if I met you."
Oh my
And he was
gosh,
like,
I love
"How
that.
charming," and stuff. And then, yeah, that's great. Yeah, but I had no idea. If you had said Ray Liotta, yeah, always handsome or whatever. But
No,
I
people
was,
do have an energy about them sometimes.
I
They
was
come, yeah.
swooning. Yeah, yeah.
Mine was Steven Tyler. I got
Really?
around him and I became like an idiot. Yeah. We had to do a whole photo shoot together. He was in my face going, yeah, and I was like, I was like, I don't actually, I've dreamed this, but I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I was, yeah, he's, yeah.
Yeah.
Says a lot about me. All right, next, most helpful co-star.
Oh, well, I guess that would be Susan Sarandon because.
Oh, yeah. Look how badass y'all are. Yeah.
I mean, I learned so much from her because of my upbringing and whatever. I guess I had never been exposed to a woman who says what she thinks without qualifiers in front of it. Everything I ever said was, "This is probably a bad idea, and maybe I shouldn't even bring it up." But
Yeah.
could we possibly? And she's just like, "Let's do that. Let's not do that." And I was like, "Wait, what? A woman could be like that?" And it was every day, you know, for 3 or 4 months. And I just see her handle stuff. And it wasn't like, oh, we like Geena more because she's so wimpy. You know, it wasn't that. It was, we love Susan too, you know. And so I really
First time kind of being
learned
exposed to that, yeah.
so much. And I kept always saying, I want to be like you someday. And then 20 years later, we were doing a photo shoot for the, what do you call it, the anniversary, 20th anniversary, the two of us. And we walk out onto this set, and in absolute unison, we say, "Could you raise that camera?"
And it happened!
I was like, "It happened.
Yeah.
I'm you. Oh my God." I caught up with it.
Were they trying to do the hero shot? I hate a hero shot. They come down there, I'm like, look, none of us love that. None of us like that. No one,
Don't
not
let
even
anybody shoot you
the
below you.
hero
Yeah.
shot. They always did it on American Idol. I was like, every time I met someone, they'd be like, "You're short." And I'm like, "Yeah, because they made me look like I was a giant." I was like, and short people are cool too. Those were Celebrity Superlatives. Be sure to catch the Boroughs on Netflix. The